Hello and welcome to Ascension Arcana Tarot. This is Christine with another Lionsgate portal reading. I'm pulling this reading on August 6th. So it's just to kind of give you guys one last idea of the energy that's coming in for you and any messages that the universe has for you for the Lionsgate portal. As always, this is a general collective reading, not a corrective reading, a collective reading. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I feel like my throat is like a little stuffy. I don't really know what that's about, so I apologize if I sound a little funny. All right. What do my viewers need to know here, God, for the Lionsgate portal? Whoa, that was a big jump. The Three of Pentacles has been coming out. It's not, that was a big fumble, so I'm not going to take it, but it's interesting that it came out again. So it's a card of teamwork and partnership, of accomplishing a goal collectively with the help of others. If that resonates for anybody. What do my viewers need to know here, God, about the Lionsgate portal? More flippers. All right, so we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Oh, I love the Hanged Man on this deck. I'm using the Universal Celtic Tarot today. And then we had a couple more flip over actually in here. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's like, all right, these cards are lovely. So I feel like this is more messages around basically the gifts that the universe is wanting to bring to you during this portal. I'm actually really struck by this picture. It's like Stonehenge, right? Or like some kind of henge monument. But speaking of portals, I mean those were built around celestial alignments and the equinoxes and the solstices and things like that. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. It's making me feel like this ancient, like ancestor energy. So I know I talk about that sometimes. If that resonates for you at all, this might be a really good time to call in assistance from your ancestors. I personally, like, just for what it's worth for me, I feel like my ancestors love working with me because they're very proud of me for breaking some of the family trauma and family patterns that have been in our bloodline for many generations. So if that resonates for you at all and you're trying to overcome like some family patterns or even just ascending, like I feel like your ancestors might really want to help you out. And the Hangman, I love this. I feel like what I'm drawn to on this card, first of all, is that he's the green man, which is really cool. But this acorn that he's holding in his heart chakra, it's like this beautiful golden acorn. And I don't know if you can notice, but there's like a little squirrel here and a little squirrel here, and they're both just checking him out because they're like hungry for the acorn. That feels to me like it's like a treasure in his heart, right? It's like this glow up energy and this love energy, this sort of like gentle radiance from his heart. So I'm feeling the aspect of the Hangman here that like the kind of the essence of this card is almost like you're forced into a position of surrender. And, you know, normally we walk through life like this, right? We walk through life upright. Being forced into this position of surrender and just sort of, you know, dangling there, like he has to take a different view on things. It's like literally flipping your worldview upside down. And I feel like that's what I'm getting from this, and this sort of, I guess, like inward peace that comes from being in this position of surrender. Like he's in the middle of the forest by himself hanging from a tree. And in this one, he's been there for so long, there's like vines growing on him, right? So like a big energy of going within and really being silent and still. And then sort of glowing with these like epiphanies and enlightenment kind of in his heart chakra area. It's really beautiful. I love that. And like in both of these cards, right, there's this glow coming through here and this glow coming through here. I'm definitely feeling portal energy from this one. So it's significant to me too. I feel like If you're working with the energy of the Lionsgate portal, allowing that to come through your heart chakra could be really important. And then the next row is the Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands. This to me just sings of like new love and new blessings in love. And that can mean whatever that is for you. It could be romantic love. It could be in a relationship. It could be loving yourself, like a new level of self-love and self-acceptance. It could just be receiving gifts from the universe and like God's love for you. I always love this image in the Ace of Cups is just like overflowing with the water, which represents love here. It's like really sweet. And the Four of Wands, this is funny. I don't know that I've seen this card in this deck before. It's like this little hut with a glowing door. So I feel like, again, it has some of that like portal energy. That's really cool. This sort of feeling of like this glowing door, right? And even in the Hangman with the acorn, it's like a glowing door into your soul, like through your heart chakra. I really feel like this portal could be a big deal, whoever's in this collective, as long as you're like choosing to actively work with this energy. And I don't feel like that has to be anything complicated. It could just be saying, okay, God, like I choose to open my heart to you and receive the blessings that you want to give me through this Lionsgate portal. And just really saying that like clearly, and feeling that resonance like in your heart and in your soul, and just put that out to the universe and let it be. Yeah, I love that. Ooh, I like feel it in my heart. This is sort of like beautiful glow. It feels lovely. I'm like, have my hand over my heart right now. I'm kind of just like holding myself in that beautiful feeling. That's cool. And I've pointed this out before too. That wow, it's thundering at my house right now. You guys probably can't hear it, but there's just like a really big peal of thunder that happened. What I was just gonna say is, the Four of Wands I've talked about before is like the 1111 card. So these pillars kind of form like an 11, right? Each one is the number 1, and that's a twin flame number. So I've talked about twin flames before. For me, that's like my highest level romantic relationship in this and all of my lifetimes. For you, it could be soulmate, partnership, like whatever resonates for you. So this definitely could be an energy of physically manifesting like a romance or a romantic love, because of this change in perspective that has caused you to go within and like really open your heart chakra. The openness and that glowing that I feel from this card is like very powerful. And the 2 aces here too. Aces for me always speak of new beginnings. So the fact that we have 2 aces there is a pretty big deal. So the Hangman being like a new perspective, the aces representing new beginnings. I happen to like especially love the pairing of Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles because as a water sign, I know that water signs can be a little dreamy sometimes. So sometimes the cups can have like a dreamy feel or like a wish feel, kind of like pie in the sky feel. But when it's grounded by a pentacle card, it becomes like, I don't know, grounded. It becomes like a grounded emotion rather than just like a dream, right? So it's like taking the Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands is like one of the best love, like romance pairings that I could possibly pull. So taking this incredibly powerful romance pairing and then grounding it into the Ace of Pentacles is really powerful. I feel like the message here around the Hanged Man is, like, I don't know if meditating resonates with you or maybe being out in nature, but really kind of, I don't know, like tapping into the seed of love within your heart, right? And sort of growing that and, what would you call that? Like nourishing that, kind of nurturing that, and letting it grow. and letting it open. That's really, really cool. All right, this guy wants to flip out the King of Swords. On this deck, he has like a blue dragon behind him. That's really cool. What's your message, mister? He's such like an opposite energy of the other ones. I'm even like drawn to... This is the bottom of the deck, is the Four of Swords. So I'm kind of drawn to the fact that like he has his hands on the sword, but where his hands are located is actually like over his heart chakra. So he's like the opposite feeling of the Hanged Man, who's really like kind of cherishing and nourishing this like golden acorn in his heart chakra, right? He's like growing that seed. The King of Swords is like in the snow, and he's kind of got his hands over his heart chakra area. And then the Four of Swords as the, sometimes like I use the bottom of the deck as just sort of like a general energy. Also snow, which is interesting. It's like this, I don't know what it would it be, like an ogre with swords in him, but he's just kind of chilling. Oh, I guess they're not in him. Sorry. They're next to him. I misspoke. I'm trying to figure out how this resonates. I feel like it's just a message around healing any areas where you might be closed off. So this to me feels like a closed off, shut down energy. Like I'm getting the aspect. So the King of Swords, he's like a very intelligent man, right? He's very sharp. He's very clear. He's kind of like a no nonsense guy is the vibe that I'm getting from this card. He, like the King and Queen of Swords are like the divorced couple of the tarot. So this could be someone who's feeling maybe upset about being single, or upset about, I don't know, even like past romantic things that have happened. And the Four of Swords card is that card of healing, right? So that's the aspect that I'm getting from it. I'm even drawn to the fact that like it seems like springtime. So in this one, it's like full on winter, right? He's even got like this icy dragon around him. He's got like all this snow. On this card, it looks like springtime, and the snow's kind of melting like into the grass, right? So I feel like any coldness that you're having in your heart chakra around love, or any like jadedness, or even like any negative feelings that you're holding towards maybe relationships, or if you're holding like a grudge against your partner, I feel like that could be this energy. Making the choice to heal that like big time. And I feel like the Four of Swords is even resonating with the Hanged Man, where it's kind of like a, I guess it's not a forced rest in the Four of Swords, but that's what's coming to me. It's like a forced rest. It's like you get to the point maybe where you have no choice but to take a rest and to let it heal. I hope that this resonates, because the gifts that the universe wants to bring in for whoever's in this collective are like very powerful. So if this resonates and you feel like you have any sort of negative feelings, or, you know, negative attachments to like love or old relationships, this would be a really auspicious time to work through healing those. Maybe through meditation, or just through rest, or through connecting with nature. So in terms of advice, we have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. I almost feel like this is an energy of you having to like fight off advances. I wonder if that's going to resonate for anybody. This energy is so attractive. Like, if this is you, right, and you're using the energy of this portal to support you in healing through like any places where your heart is kind of feeling cold or shut down, and instead you're growing into this energy of like having this warm heart, right, where you're like cultivating this golden seed, this acorn that's going to grow like a huge, beautiful oak tree, right? It's like the potential here is all held in this acorn. if you are doing this process, there's so much love coming into you. I almost feel like this is you like defending yourself from like multiple people coming in and saying that they want you. So I don't know if that's going to resonate for anybody, but I feel like the universe wants you to have a heads up about that. That's really all that I'm getting from it, is you are going to be so full of love and so radiant. Like all of these cards that sort of have this light beaming from them. It's like this lighthouse energy, this like radiant light energy that is going to like beam across space and time and like attract people to you, right? So there may be people who are attracted to you that just don't resonate for you. And there may be people who are attracted to you that do. And that it's safe for you to kind of weed through that is the feeling that I'm getting. So just because you're receiving 6 offers of like love or friendship or people coming in doesn't mean that you have to accept them all. It's safe for you to kind of go like, whoa, hold on a minute. Let me check this out. Let me feel things out and see what resonates for me. The next card is the Fool. I love this one. So the Fool is just that, I don't know, like playful adventurer. He has like a little flower in his hand, which is really sweet. I think it's a white rose. The white is reminding me of the snow though. I know there's been other ones where we had like a snowdrop flower. I feel like this is like the springtime energy, kind of that new, fresh energy, right? Like after the thaw around your heart has been completed, right? And all of your frozen heart pieces have sort of like melted into the earth, and then it makes like this beautiful lush meadow and all the green grass and stuff, right? And then everything beautiful has like this nurturing ground to grow in, right? Which is the perfect place to plant this golden acorn that you're nurturing and cherishing. So yeah, he's just ready to step out on a new adventure. Like the Fool, he just steps off the cliff and sort of hopes that God catches him, basically. He's spontaneous, he's fun, he's adventurous, he's unconventional. I get that from him. And I feel like, too, in this card, it's very significant that the burden that he's carrying is tiny. Like, I don't know if it's focusing very well. He has the tiniest little backpack for his adventure. Like, it's so small. It's like the size of his head, right? So this guy is not carrying heavy burdens. So it feels very much like this is like a light and fresh energy of what you will move into once you have worked through like I don't know how else to describe it. It just feels like places inside your heart that are kind of like cold or stony or frozen. And then calling in the support from the universe around the 888 portal. And then being able to move forward in this energy where you're kind of packing lightly, you're moving lightly on the earth, and your heart is light and you feel free and you feel adventurous, like you're kind of off to the next thing. So I love that about him. He feels very unburdened and he feels very light. And that resonates a lot. Nice. So the next card is the Three of Wands, which I feel like is a very similar energy. So the Three of Wands, for me, it's like this card of like, it's inevitable. Like your manifestations coming in is an inevitable energy. In this card, he's like a merchant and he's standing over the ocean and like, here's his ship. It's safe in the harbor. It's only a matter of time before the ship is docked and all of his goods are off the ship, and then he's able to sell them and make like a ton of money, right? So he's in a really safe and stable position where like his awesome stuff has come in and he's able to really look towards the future and really kind of start to feel like excited about what's next for him. So I feel like that's definitely like another forward-looking card that's pretty adventurous. How sweet. I love when this happens. This happens to me like so often. So, and this is a completely different deck too. I was pulling from the Universal Celtic Tarot and now I'm pulling from the Witches. Is that even what it's called? Yeah, the Witches Tarot. So we have the Six of Cups and then we're ending with the Ace of Pentacles, which is the same card but from a different deck that we started with. So the Six of Cups is like the sweetest card. I love both of these together. This is a card of nostalgia. It's a card of childhood, of safety, of sweetness, like sweet, safe feelings. I mean, look at these little kids. They're just like hanging out peacefully by the water, putting these flowers in the cups. It's like so adorable. And then the Ace of Pentacles is, again, it's a little different this time. It doesn't have this like portal energy, but I'm kind of still feeling that anyways. This like doorway. It's reminiscent, kind of the glow, like this golden color. So this is like the seed. This is the seed of the Hangman here. This is the seed of the light coming through, you know, these doorways, and here in the Four of Wands. This is the gift coming to you like in an earthly way, and it's the beginning of the gift, right? So it's kind of the first steps of it, really being like grounded and present in your physical reality. So this can be a gift of family, a gift of love, a gift of money. And again, it can be like something romantic. It can be something like a physical object that you receive from a person or from the universe. It could be a gift that you're giving yourself. Pentacles are also around like the physical body. So could be like you taking good care of your physical body, right? It's beautiful. I like the energy that I'm getting from this portal is that the universe so badly wants you to ask for help, because it really, 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 really wants to bring you very, very good things. That's what all of these cards say. And like the sweetness of the Six of Cups is very beautiful. I almost feel like what you're manifesting is like a childhood dream. With that card here, I feel like I'm kind of spacing because I'm getting this energy here. That it's like a fairy tale. Whatever the universe wants to deliver to you, and this might not be for everyone, but it's definitely a message for somebody. Whatever the universe is wanting to deliver to you through this portal energy is something that you began manifesting like as a kid. It's like a fairy tale that's coming to you. I really feel like this kind of dreamy fairy tale energy here, also with the feeling that like it's finally starting to come into fruition in terms of like a physical manifestation. So it's not just a dream anymore that lives in your heart. It's like a dream that you get to live every day and wake up, and I feel like you're going to pinch yourself and be like, is this really my life? Like that's the kind of life that the universe wants to give to you, and the energy that you can work with in this portal. So in terms of advice, I actually feel like the biggest advice is coming from this King of Swords and the Four of Swords here, just around finding any places in your heart that feel cold or shut down or like hurt, places where you're kind of covering up your heart or feeling defensive, and really just working with yourself to melt that away, whatever your internal process is. I've shared for me, I do the mirror exercise, which is basically just identifying that part within my consciousness and then loving myself. Like so much love until that part of me sort of melts back in. It's funny, I said melt and it's all about the snow. So that feels really clear to me. Making sure that you know that you don't have to accept every offer that comes in, right? That you can use your discretion and you accept the offers that feel really good for you. And being able to lay down like those burdens and just have a light heart and move like lightly on the earth, and just letting your dreams come true. It's like so beautiful, this energy, you guys. I don't want to stop pulling on this portal because of all of the awesome messages that I keep getting. So I have my twin flame cards here. It says 10-10, practice self-love, nurture your inner child. That's really sweet because we got the Six of Cups is like literally a card about your inner child. Again, I'm feeling this energy, like go outside with bare feet and like play in a sandbox, or like go walk to a playground and swing on the swings for a while, or Go hug a tree or something. Think about what it was that brought you joy as a child, especially if it has to do with the outdoors, or even maybe bringing the outdoors in. So, like, for example, one of my favorite ways to nurture myself is that I have fresh flowers on my kitchen table at all times. So, like, that's something that my inner child loves, right? I used to love flowers as a kid, and it's just like a sweet way to bring some nature into my home. What else do you want to say to my viewers here about the Lionsgate portal? Anything else? My like my inner voices keep saying angel cards, angel cards. And I'm like, are you sure? And it's like, yes, I'm not giving you any more twin flame cards. Use angel cards. Okay, here we go. What other advice do you have for my viewers for the Lionsgate portal? Yep, popped right out. I love when they get chatty. That's my favorite. Okay, that's funny. I was just looking at this one the other day. 888, karma. Balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles. What goes around comes around. A lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential. That's sweet. I feel like this is similar. So that might be a really specific message just for some of you around this Ace of Pentacles, that the gift that the universe is bringing in for this portal is a financial gift for you. Big gold coin on there, right? So if that resonates for you and you're trying to work with your on your finances, that could be like a significant number for you, or something that you, again, can specifically ask for, right? So to say, God, I choose to work with you, with the energy of this Lionsgate portal to manifest my wealth and material abundance here in this lifetime on the earth. Amen. And that's really all it has to be, right? And I've shared this, like sometimes I like to do a little ritual where I'll light a candle and kind of meditate for a while and, speak some gratitude before I ask for what it is that I want. But it can be as simple or as intricate as you want it to be. The universe listens to all of us. We have 2020 compassion. The first thing I'm getting from this card is 2020 vision, because I talked about that the other day with the hawk. I think it was on the Ace of Swords, right? And like that getting clear. So I don't think that has anything to do with this card, but just 2020 vision is sticking out to me. So if that resonates for any of you guys, that energy was around like getting clear on your goals. And I feel like has to do with this too, right? Getting clear on what energy is coming in. Are you interested in letting in? And which ones are you going to kind of let just pass? So on this card, it says 2020 compassion, mercy, diplomacy, potential, service, recovery, adaptability, renewal. It is a confirmation that your assumptions and beliefs are correct. But it's also an encouragement to use your talents and gifts because they will benefit the world and your pockets. Be of service to others. Your potential is enormous. So around recovery, adaptability, and renewal, that's really feeling like this Four of Swords energy to me. So again, if this resonates for you and you're in this collective, I wonder if healing some of these places in your heart where you're sort of like closed off or frozen or like walled up, could help open some life purpose for you. I can totally see that, especially if your life purpose is specifically around like serving others in a really caring way. I feel like that would be taking this care and compassion, and again, with this like Ace of Pentacles, kind of grounding it and manifesting it in your physical reality. That's really beautiful. I love that. Be of service to others. Your potential is enormous. Yes, it's true. Because I feel like for me, in my spiritual beliefs, this is like literally the light of God, like the infinite energy and love of the universe kind of shining to you through this portal, and wanting to connect with you and like work with you, and give you gifts and healing and wonderful things. So this is really beautiful. That feels super complete to me. So I think that's going to probably be my last Lionsgate portal reading, at least leading up to it. I don't, that word fumble made me wonder if maybe I'm going to pull another one. I don't know. That was funny. So anyways, we'll see. But I've done 3 now, so I think that's hopefully been pretty helpful. So yeah, I don't know. I mostly just feel like talking right now and sitting in this energy because it feels really good. I hope for your sake and for my sake that we are all in this collective, because there are so many beautiful things that the universe wants to co-create with you. It's really awesome. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, as all of those things help me as I'm growing my channel. Thank you so much for joining me and for the time that you've spent here with me, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Bye.